Hey friends, welcome to Season 2 of 3 Dudes in a Movie. We've got some exciting projects moving forward, and of course, tons of movies. Here's a friendly reminder that while our content will always be clean, the movies that we watch may not always be family friendly, so respect the parental rating systems accordingly. Jacob, you know what? When I knew that my life had gone downhill and that everything was cruel and the world was cold.
When you kissed Becky?
That's right. Well, hi guys. Welcome to 3 Dudes in a Movie. I'm Marty, surrounded by friends.
I'm Jacob.
And that's...
What's
I'm
on
Ryan.
my feet?
I don't know. Something you're kicking.
I'm going to find everything down here with my feet.
We watched a movie tonight. We actually just finished it, like right now. We're like, we got time. We're going to squeeze in the recording session right after the movie. So it's fresh in our minds.
I think this is the first one we've done this.
We might have done one same day before, but definitely not immediately after. And
I do seem to remember that we did one pretty close, but I don't remember.
Was it the Northman? Yes. Wait, no.
I think there's been
No. It was
There
the one.
may have
It was
been,
the
like,
one you went and
theatrical
saw
ones.
separate from us.
I may have seen it. The day
Yeah,
we
you
recorded
did.
it.
What was the one we ate? French toast. I feel like that one was pretty
that
close.
was good. I don't remember.
We watched, but we recorded in the morning. I
Yeah,
don't know
so
if we watched the night before though. Maybe I
that
don't
doesn't feel like something I would do, though.
know.
Huh.
No.
Unless I'd watch the movie first.
We should record an episode before we watch a movie one time.
Oh, brilliant.
Thanks.
Wait. Well, we've kind of done that, like half an episode. We talk about what's next. We go, what do you think?
That's true.
What do you think this movie's about? You know,
Heck yeah.
this is the same Jolly Rancher that
That you had in the last episode?
Yeah, it's the same one. Just saving it.
He just put it on the corner of the table. I can see where it was. See that little
It's
speck?
rotted through.
That's right. I forgot to post a picture of the knives that Ryan made for that joke.
Just imagine that there are knives out. There you go.
Now they're gone. They're not out anymore because the
we
joke's
didn't,
over.
we didn't talk about how the knives out, the throne looks like the Game of Thrones one.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's very
Sorry,
cool.
my voice is. I don't know what.
So what did you think the glass onion looked like?
I thought it looked like. Can I be honest? You mean
Yeah, sure.
the glass onion on top of his estate?
Yeah.
It reminded me entirely of
Shrek.
the observatory from Meet the Robinsons.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
for being honest.
Dude.
Yeah.
Anytime.
Yeah,
You
just
guys
being
want
genuine.
ASMR with Jolly Rancher?
Where did we watch this movie?
Where did we watch Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1956? It was on Pluto TV
All right.
because it was free, and it didn't say it had ads, but it had ads. We got to watch some healthcare commercial like 7
Wait, it
times.
said it didn't have ads, or it did not say that it had ads?
didn't say anything.
Oh well, I can't.
So
Let 'em
I
know.
mean, it was free. I'm not surprised. But this was we just wanted the chance to visit one of the spooky movies that we had discussed before that we never got to, and we did watch. We even got to Halloween and Halloween Ends. I mean, but ultimately never recorded episodes for him. And so, in an effort to reconcile that, we went with Ryan's pick, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, especially since Jacob and I were both curious what this movie was like. Just a classic horror film. Not super scary by today's standards, but I could see it freaking some folks out way back when.
It feels very Twilight Zone-y.
It really does. It really does.
Yeah.
And Twilight Zone would have started just a few years after this, early 60s, if I recall. So yeah, absolutely. Wow, there's a lot of dead air. Sorry. I had a question.
Ryan, have you seen the
Um,
1978 version?
No, I've only seen this one.
I think
Would you like better?
that's a good question.
That was my question. That's not true. Sorry. I was honest earlier. I wasn't honest right now.
I like each of them in their own way.
Heck yeah.
The 78 one's different.
Is it like a tad more complex?
A little bit. There's a few people going on, but then the ending isn't. The ending is like Jeff Goldblum finds out he's by himself. I think he eventually gets replaced, and then it goes the end.
Shoot, Jeff Goldblum is in that one. I did know that. I've seen some snippets of that then, but yeah, I've never seen it. So the ending of that one was what the ending of this one should have been.
Yeah.
Personal opinion. Ryan, it was your film recommendation. What do you think of this movie? Why did you want to watch this movie? What do you think about it upon a rewatch? All the things.
I picked it a while back because you wanted me to pick a horror film, and it's the only one I'd seen.
It's good.
You did good. Do you like it?
I do. It did feel like a pretty good movie.
It really is.
I mean,
it's pretty
it is a
solid.
1956 movie, but
But it's too short to complain about. That's
yeah.
a rule I live by. Unless something is just awful, that can really overtake a short movie. But if something's short, I can get over a lot.
Yeah.
Hey,
I still
Ryan,
feel like it tells an entire story, though.
Oh,
have
absolutely.
you seen War of the Worlds?
I don't think so.
Starring
Yeah.
Tom Cruise.
You haven't seen The Thing,
Wait, which one?
the original?
The Thing from Another World.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very good. I had to write a paper on it in college, and I picked it because I'm a huge fan of the '80s one by Mr. Carpenter.
John Carpenter.
Love that one, and so I was like, let's see the original source material. And there's been a few years, but in my opinion, I would much rather rewatch Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
What about The Day the Earth Stood Still?
Never got to that one.
Oh,
Is that the alien
Yeah.
ship that lands and there's a giant thing that walks out of it?
Yep.
I've seen that one.
I've seen the end of
See?
that one. I know that clip. Have we seen
That's also like a 1950s, right? 1940s,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere
Close
there.
Encounters of the Third Kind?
I was just about to say
Yeah.
that one.
Love Close Encounters.
I wasn't as huge fan of. It's kind of like Arrival
I bet it is.
because it's just it's them communicating with this alien just for the alien to be like, hey, don't blow each other up. Except the difference is in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, they just like they play like Queen or something to him, and then Arrival, it's like
Rap music.
no, it's like what do they do? They
It's Jeremy Renner.
they write it. They
Is it
write
Jeremy
stuff
Renner,
out.
right?
Jerry and
Amy Adams.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that
He's-
one.
He might be about to lose his leg.
All right.
Amy Adams is about to lose his leg.
Have you seen Ryan? Have you seen The Creature from the Black Lagoon?
No.
Ooh.
Oh, I've seen that one.
Have you? I haven't seen
It's
that
very
one.
good.
Let's see what other. Oh, have you seen Them? Giant ants.
No.
That was a fun one.
We
Can't
should
be
just in a
50s
while
horror
we should do an episode. We just watch 4 or 5 of these movies.
of these
Just the old classics.
campy. That's what we could watch. Psycho.
It's interesting that
I'd
yeah,
watch
I think
Psycho.
that's on the poster.
Yeah, it is.
So
It's also Friday the 13th. I wanted to say that. That's what I
That's
wanted to
true.
say. That's what I
Oh,
forgot to say. It's Friday the 13th, so I was very happy to pick a moderately spooky movie for Friday the 13th because I feel like Friday the 13th is a moderately spooky Halloween. You know, it's like a half-Halloween. Don't take that out of context. Anyway, you were saying
a
something.
small town doctor learns that the population of his community is being replaced by emotionless alien duplicates. So what's the end game for them?
Great question.
And how are they aliens? How do they don't know where they came from.
They don't say.
They're just
They
plant
did.
life.
They kind of did. They said that there were seeds that floated through space and finally landed somewhere.
So some space junk was coming through here.
Basically,
Space junk that is life. They got way cooler junk than we do. Our junk wouldn't be life. Our junk would just be metal and stuff.
What would be your first move if you found out you were the only one? You were that guy. What would you do? You'd run out in the streets and scream at people?
No, absolutely not. I would. Well, I'd probably get caught pretty quick. I can't run very fast.
Okay. You'd have to play it cool.
Yeah, I'd be willing to fake the zombie kind of thing.
Right. I'm
Until,
just trying to get comfortable here.
That's
I'm
fair.
like laid out, bundled
uh,
up. So cold.
yeah, I could fake that till I get out of town. I think.
Where would you go?
No idea. I've never been alone in a city quite like that before.
Okay.
But I mean, if LA's right next door, probably not there. LA's scary.
That's true. I'd be more scared of that than I would the body
That's
snatchers.
right. That's right. Well, just so you guys know, this was a book first, short story in a little compilation book. They have names. I'm blanking on what they're called.
This is Serial.
Yeah,
Magazine
Serial. Yep. I don't remember the guy's name either, but good for him. He had a story. It's been told a few times.
Jack Finney.
Jack Finney, good for
I know
him.
all these things. I'm just waiting for you.
That's right.
I keep waiting before I give it to
Oh
you.
yeah, what year was Jack Finney's Serial?
1955.
Heck yeah, 55.
Actually, that's not true. I should come clean. November through December of 1954. If I remember correctly.
It was that issue, huh?
Uh-huh.
That's great. So that's fun. That's fun. I like that kind of stuff. Turning just short little stories into a short little movie.
Mm-hmm.
What did we think? I want to talk about the ending because Ryan, you want to go ahead and say what you told us?
So a friend told me today that I was talking to about the movie that originally it was supposed to end while he was standing in the highway and not have that final scene where they then go back and show that it's actually happening. And so they were just going to stare at the camera. It was just going to end, and that's where it was going to end.
They're coming for you. You're next. And it was going to end on that.
Yep.
I think that would have been pretty effective.
Yep.
I got to be honest. This whole movie, as it was going on and on, I was like, I hope they have the gumption to not make this a happy ending.
Mm-hmm.
To, kind of like the Jeff Goldblum one, apparently, where they win. The body snatchers win. Their plan was a success, and that's especially for a movie back then, like that's a lot scarier. I mean, this one they kind of just throw an audible, and they're like, well, we made him find a doctor in the town over, and they believed him, and they got the FBI on the phones, and they won. They're fine. They'll be safe.
That was actually the police detective. He got the doctor and the detective.
Yeah.
To believe him.
Yeah. And they're like, well, those guys believed him, so the world is safe.
Mm.
And it's
It
like,
is still
what
sad
a
because the whole
cop-out.
town is gone.
That's true. They
Like,
made
his
it seem
whole
like those
life-
people died.
His whole life is gone.
Yeah, they made it seem like those people
He
died,
can't go back to
and
that
they
town.
didn't say they didn't.
But
So,
do you think if you could fit in, would you still do it? I think it'd be too much work to move away. I just try to be like, hey, because she goes, the new Becky is like, accept us.
Well, but see, if he goes
And
back,
if that's
then
an option, I'll say, yeah, man, y'all people in my eyes, you're humans in my eyes.
he becomes one of them if he goes back.
no, not if they get rid of the seeds.
Yeah, I'd just be like, hey, this is between me and you. You promise not to replace me. I'll let you guys live.
That's good.
What's the difference?
I think they'd let him. I think they'd let him do it.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, what a little confusing twist with the Becky stuff. This whole time, it's pretty ambiguous. Might be the right word. Just you're unsure of
If she's real or not.
well, you're unsure of where people go when the new body is formed.
Yep.
And so it's interesting. It's like forming them a new mind, but it's using a new body to do so. And so it's like at no point is there ever anything that tells you that they dispose of the bodies of who they used to be.
It may sound like they morph them out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just so funny to me that it becomes a mental thing, like a hive mind.
Yeah.
Which hive mind stories are neat and they're spooky, but why did it had to grow a body for that? When there's at one point when that body is at like 99%, there's two bodies, but then that one becomes 100%, and then there's one body.
Yeah.
I just found that kind of funny.
Wait, what? Explain that to me again.
So like, they got to go to sleep so that the newly formed body can like download their memories and
Right.
stuff. But in that process, while they're sleeping and the new body's at like even like 99% downloading
Right.
everything, at some point when that completes, it becomes one body.
Yeah.
And they're not like, next to each
Oh,
other.
I
They don't
thought-
like merge.
I thought that maybe they turn their real body becomes the
The real body.
no. The human's body then becomes the undefined body. Like they flip.
Could be. But they also don't say or
and
show us that.
They don't talk about having a bunch of extra
Yeah.
bodies laying around. Though.
Yeah, I think you would. In the 78, it was like they just dumped him in the bushes, and
Yes.
then Jeff Goldblum's like, "Oh my gosh."
That's what I think I have seen that actually.
yeah.
Because I remember some of those scenes and I remember that.
Yeah, they
very
don't even bother. They
specifically.
don't even bother hiding it. They're just like, yeah, we'll just put it over.
Yep. And that makes a lot more sense. 50s movies just trying to be like,
But I just
it came from the sky because it did.
it kind of turns into a multiverse theory where it's like, well, what if this was a different alternate universe version of you? Would you be okay if that thing killed you? It's like, well, my life still goes on, just not me.
Just not
in
me.
particular.
Yeah. But then that means your life doesn't go on.
I'd be okay with that.
Well, yeah, and I agree. But not everyone's quite as cynical as we are, especially Miles.
I'm pretty hopeful. I'm pretty hopeful about the future.
As long as you're not a part of it.
Yeah. That's how I describe it. Pretty hopeful about the future as long as I'm not there.
I mean, look, that's a different conversation, but we're on to something here.
Louis C.K. has a bit about time travel where he's like, but don't send me. He's like, I go anywhere in the future. Or no, I go anywhere in the past. Don't send me in the future. I don't know how white male is going to be taken over.
That's true.
I'm okay. I'm all right with that.
Oh, that's funny.
How does that work though? Do you think that they combine their like their subconsciouses? They're like together now. It's like, Becky, you're just gonna experience this. You're just gonna be like the passenger, but it's gonna be your life.
Honestly,
You're gonna prefer it.
No, I don't even think that. It's like that's why I wish they would have told us what happened to the original person's body, because then it becomes they have their memories and everything, but it's still the blank slate of the new body. And so it's like, yeah, so you're telling me that if they merge, which I suppose has to be the running theory for this movie, is that the two bodies become one. It's like, are they playing passenger in there? Are they just gone? Like,
why are they emotionless? Why do they have everything but emotions?
Yeah. Because are we going to go into why this movie exists in the first place? Well, it's a anecdote for communism and the Red Scare of the 50s. And so it's probably just how they viewed communists back then.
Well, so they said. So I'm looking at the director was saying because the implication is isn't there. It's going against the Red Scare. It's like, hey, communism is not a big of a deal. So they're kind of making fun of Kevin McCarthy.
Oh, I figured either way they were making fun of it, whether or not they were in favor of the Red Scare being scary or not.
I don't know. It's just like why it's like, how can you tell that they're aliens? And it's like, well, they don't have any emotions. It's like, yeah, but they have everything else.
Just like communists.
Well, no, I didn't. Yeah, I guess you're right. Communists have the same memories but different emotions about them. I think maybe it says something to the human condition. But sure, yeah, because you're a communist, you're not human.
It feels almost just like explaining or experimenting with how fast something slightly different can travel.
What do you mean by that?
It's like you can be almost entirely the same. With just a slight difference.
Okay.
Of ideology or something.
Yeah.
And yet you're still basically the same person, but you're not.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's good. Yeah, I also wonder, a lot of it is like social norms, where they like look for, you can kind of tell who is not reacting properly to the situation.
Yeah, true.
But also I think it's really interesting because then if you made this movie today, what would that, like, how could you tell? Because you'd be like, well, you can tell who the alien is because they're going to be walking across the street, but they're not going to be, like, paying attention. It's like, well, yeah, so is everybody else that's on their phone, And it's like...
And I'm not worried about it because the facial ID scanner on your phone still recognizes them, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're fine.
I don't know. I just wonder what that would look like. And would they be able to
They seem to remake it every 20 years. They should make a new one.
Well, they did. Yeah, that's true.
I saw they had like a TV version in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a warning about the future.
Yeah.
They knew.
Yeah, that's when it gets fun because it's like, it's not about aliens. It's about tribalism, and
it's about plants.
At some point you have to be okay with it. Like, that's what I was saying. Like, if I knew this was going on, I'd just pretend like it was normal. Just, these are normal people. They're the same people. They just don't smile as much.
I mean,
I'd be okay with it.
Honestly, it's just as we talk about it, it is like, why did this happen in the first place?
Here's the thing. Yeah.
Join us. What? What is us? Like,
well, yeah. And even like, let's say you do, like, let's say you join them for like a month and it's the same problems you have with life. It's like still traffic's bad, there's like something's always under construction. It's like, what's the point of replacing people if you're not going to fix what's wrong with this area?
Yeah, they're just like,
that's
it's better.
Frustrating.
It's better. Trust us. You sure this thing wasn't making fun of communism?
It feels worse.
It's better. Trust us. You're
Everything feels
stupid, is
worse.
what you are.
Yeah,
It was an organism that wanted to survive.
that's true. It was bent on surviving.
Seeds.
But why?
That's true. Mustard seeds make mustard, and mustard's pretty scary.
Why humans though?
That's where it landed.
Yeah. But no. Why human? It landed on Earth and then chose humans.
Could have
'Cause it's the
it
only-
landed,
You couldn't
it
choose.
landed on a farm.
Well,
It
it
could have
also-
chose cows.
Yeah, it could have chose. Well, I don't know about cows. Don't. It could have chose like pine trees or redwoods.
It picked the most sentient creature it could find.
I don't know, man.
Just
Cows,
so it could
cows
be-
got 4 stomachs. They're pretty smart.
That's true. They do. I love the idea
Put
of
that on a
though,
t-shirt.
because it's like, we should choose the most sentient being. Oh, so you mean you have emotions? No, we can't do that. Well, then why don't you just choose a tree?
That's
Just
true.
lay low for a bit,
Yeah.
Go become a forest.
pod people.
You already started as plants,
Yeah, just stay that way.
jerks.
Although that would be kind of weird. You look out in your greenhouse and this giant pod just burst open. And there's a pine tree in your greenhouse,
Covered in the bubble sludge.
and they're like, "That looks just like my pine tree out front."
It
Burn
has
it.
the same amount of branches and everything.
Yeah, that would be.
We
Officer,
got a
officer,
good skit here.
You have to believe me. There's pine trees everywhere. We look like Oregon out here. Ah, man, that's weird. What are we gonna do about it? Do we have to do anything about it? I mean,
No, the air is.
that would be
so
that would
crisp.
be my thing. I see. That's where I would say, hey, listen, we have a huge deforestation problem, and we need you to do your part. So I will not turn you into the authorities if you promise to stop replacing my girlfriend and choose the pine trees instead.
That's good. But I already lost a girlfriend.
I'll bring her back.
I don't know if I can, man. They're.
that would be part of the negotiation. You gonna bring my girlfriend back? They're like, nah, it's not happening. Why not? Did you kill her? No,
It's like, we're doing
It's a
the
tough
next thing.
subject. What do you do with the bodies? I can't say. Dude, let's just move on.
Stop it. We'll do
Just
the trees.
anything
From,
but
we'll
your
do the
grandma.
trees from now. Come
Yeah,
on.
your dog.
Stop
We
it.
already got the dog.
Come
You
I
on.
got
just
my
want to see
dog?
the sequel where they invent the emotions for those people.
That would be cool.
Emotioning the body snatchers. There's a better name out there. I'm sorry.
That would be kind of cool. Or at least
But
you
like
could.
they want to fit in better, so they figure out how to figure out emotions or something like
Yeah.
that.
But at that point, again, what's the point if you've already
because
taken
it's-
over?
No, but
It's
life is
something that
better
wants to take
without
over.
emotions.
It wants to take over everything.
See, I think the opposite would happen, where it'd be instead of learning emotions, they would just convince everybody else that emotions are useless.
That seemed to be their goal.
That's how you hijack the
Actually,
system.
yeah. They were so convinced on, or so bent on convincing them that they didn't even give them a choice. Like,
Yeah,
no,
that-
emotions are better.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
But I'm scared. You won't be tomorrow. Let's take a
Do
nap.
you think
Go
that
ahead.
dog was a alien?
Dude, that dog was a paid actor.
Well,
Actually, that might be true. So,
you think he's an alien? I think they were like across the street.
You know,
puppy,
the thing with that
go
scene,
puppy.
that scene had no, like the dog running across the street and her scream had no impact on the movie.
What do you mean?
Because
Oh,
that cop was going to walk upstairs anyway.
wait.
There
so-
was a lot of that in this movie. That man checked the corner in his office hallway 5 times. Just peeking around the corner.
well, but the dog crossing the street. So was she not already?
No, so she fell asleep when they were in the cave.
Oh,
when
and
he
that's
went
when it
to
com-
check the singing.
and that's when it completed the download.
And that's what made me question a few minutes back when I was like, but what happens to the other body?
Yeah.
Because they were not near each other anymore.
No.
That's a good point.
Her pods were back at his office, and they were not close.
That's a good point. Yeah, so you're telling me, and maybe it's kind of like an infection when you get to feel really tired. That's how you know you've been marked.
I was tired this morning.
Yeah, COVID.
I hope not.
We watched this at summer camp at the end of a summer one summer.
Dude,
We
that's
had,
Wait,
like-
hold on,
That's too
hold on.
scary.
Who is we?
the staff.
Okay, okay.
It was during at camp we call father son camp at the end of the summer, and fathers come with their sons for half a week, twice. So 2 different groups of fathers, and so we watched this in between one of those sessions because we have a whole day where
Right.
they're not there.
Why was it this movie?
The camp director loved this movie at the time,
All right.
if I remember right. That's why we watched it.
He's very.
There was this one. There was
even-keeled.
another movie that we should watch at some point.
It's very
but,
chill.
He
sleeps
doesn't
a
have
lot.
many emotions.
He sleeps a lot.
but so for the next week and a half, we just kept telling everybody or each other, just don't go to sleep,
Yeah.
don't fall asleep.
At camp, that's usually the goal anyway.
Nah, when you're at week 7.
Can you hand me that Jolly Rancher?
You know the one?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I got you.
Where did that come from?
I just put it in my pocket earlier.
Blue raspberry again.
Is that your favorite?
No,
I can get you a different one before you
no,
open that if you want.
It's grape. It's grape. Oh, it's grape.
You're saying it's great? Grape.
My favorite's grape.
Oh, your favorite's grape. I'm sorry. I've betrayed your trust.
Have you seen the bag I have of them?
Is it just massive?
It's the size of my Swedish fish bags.
Those are the best kind of bags. I love my Swedish fish bag
I don't really like
that I
Swedish
get for
fish.
Christmas in Michigan.
Do Swedish
Dad,
fish
if you hear
taste
this,
different?
mail it to me.
They taste different than they used to.
That's the telltale sign that you've been invaded by a body snatcher.
replaced. That's right.
That's right, Ryan.
I just remember as a young kid they tasted differently.
Should we rank the 2 movies we've watched this year?
Yeah, man.
3
Yeah.
movies.
What was the other one?
Yeah.
Knives Out.
Wait, are you counting?
Knives Out.
We can.
And
We can.
this. What's the other movie in your mind, Marty?
I was just thinking Glass Onion in this, but you're right. Knives Out was this year.
Yeah.
So we got 3 movies. My favorite order was the order we watched them in.
All right.
Body Snatcher was my favorite. Just kidding. Sorry, it's dead last. Because I like Glass Onion more, and I like Knives Out more than that. There we go, guys. There's my rankings. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's the same.
Same?
I mean, I don't really care to rank them. I like to keep these, off the cuff. We're just kind of enjoying some
That's
good
fair.
movies, but
They're
but I did already just say it, so I guess there it is.
That's fair.
I'd probably go Knives Out, Invasion. Glass Onion.
I might do that.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm also don't
That's fine.
think less of me.
I don't.
I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna start a new TD at the movies 2023 list for me, but the only one I'm putting on it is Glass Onion. So that's my number 1 right now because it's the only movie that's been out in theaters this year that we've seen.
When did that movie come out?
Ooh, should I Google the release date?
That was sometime in 2022.
Yeah, it wasn't that. It was not a.
I mean, it was already streaming when we watched it.
Oh,
Well, I think it was pretty. It was already.
that's not right. There's no way.
It's not out yet.
Okay, that was no. It was late November. So
Yeah, I
we
was
have
about to
not
say it's-
seen any new movies this year.
All right, let's look up our
yeah.
new movies.
I've made it known what I want to watch, but it's almost out of theaters. It's Puss in Boots 2.
That's true. We do need to watch that.
I hear it's just so darn good. I hear the villain is so cool.
Really?
Yeah, I hear they just do such a good job.
Oh, Cocaine Bear.
We gotta see
We
Cocaine
gotta see
Bear.
Cocaine Bear.
My good friend Jacob Van Adder, friend of the show. What's the saying? First time listener, frequent time caller, or
long
whatever.
time
caller.
listener, first time listener, long time
Long-time
caller.
caller, yeah. He and I caught up yesterday. We were talking some movies, and he told me he was going to watch the new Christian Bale Pale Blue Eye that evening.
Okay.
While that's not theatrical, that is a 2023 release, and he said it was absolutely wonderful.
Did he
And
really?
He actually just texted me that.
He really said that?
Yeah, did you not hear that?
When?
When
No.
what?
No.
Yeah, he said the Pale Blue Eye, the Christian Bale.
No, I heard it was getting panned.
Seriously,
It's all right. Yeah.
what's
fine.
the rankings?
The IMDb 6.7.
6.7. That's not too bad.
That's not awful.
So it's probably a matter of opinion then. He said it was right up his alley.
New John Wick. We could watch the John Wick trilogy
Oh, I'm
and
about
then
that.
John Wick 4.
I know Ryan's never seen him.
Ryan's right up your alley.
I think he probably is. If you
Lots
like
of
just
killing.
some high quality action.
There's number 2 pencils everywhere.
That's so true. Is there what's
Ant-Man the Wasp.
I was gonna say that's the next thing that we're already gonna schedule to see.
Yeah.
For a movie,
So
yeah.
we'll just have to make some decisions for anything else.
TV, we've got The Mandalorian coming soon.
That's true.
We really could start getting into those kind of things. Well, we do. Are we gonna make a phone call?
Yeah, what do you
Do you need the phone number?
Down.
hold on one second, let me give it to you.
Okay. We're gonna call a dear friend, from Jacob's realm,
I don't know.
His name is Kai. He's a lovely fellow.
Hope this works. We haven't tested it in a while.
That's true.
Wait a minute. Where am I typing this in?
Literally, just literally right there.
The big
Yeah,
phone numbers.
Um,
Kai Davis, who we've called before in the past, he's not picked up.
that's
but
right.
I feel like this might be the time that we get him.
Let me pull up the list to know what movies, just in case he says a number that we can't do.
It's been a while since we picked a number.
That's true. We still have 16 movies that we have watched. Most recently was number 74, Aliens.
So we have 83 to go.
My bad. Sorry, I should have warned you.
Hello?
Hey, Mr. Kai Davis, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Hi,
Doing
Kai.
well.
Welcome to Three Dudes in a Movie.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, we thank you for picking up eventually. This is great to have you on. Hey, are you familiar with how we work here on the podcast? What was about to happen?
Yeah, I'm a frequent listener. I think I'm familiar with it.
All right. Well, why don't you go ahead and explain it to the lovely ladies and gentlemen back home?
Wait, I explain it?
Yeah, why not?
Yes, please.
Since you frequently listen.
I just pick a number, right?
Yeah, just pick a number. So we're going to have you pick a number, and then Marty's going to verify and just to make sure that it hasn't been one that hasn't already been picked. And then, since you're such a dear friend, we'll even let you know what the movie is. That way you can get that a little bit ahead of time.
That's right.
And look forward to it next week.
Nice. That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with a number between 1 and 100, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, narrow it down a little bit. I
Yeah.
guess that'll help me out. So I'll go with number 7.
And what is number 7?
We have not actually forayed into the top 10 at all.
Oh, wow.
So,
Good
Kai,
job.
you have
Kai.
given us our first
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It happened.
Oh,
Lord of the
yes.
Rings, Return of the King.
Yes. Thank you
That's
so
what I
much,
say. I
Guy.
think that's that one.
We are choosing
you're
the,
welcome.
the third installment of Lord of the Rings. We thank you so much for the madness that you've just introduced into our world.
Yeah, I hate the third one that you
Yeah.
have to start off with, but I mean, I guess that's okay. I don't really know what the rest. where
Would
the
you
other
say
ones
that's
lie
your?
on the-
But would you say that's your favorite?
I've never seen it. I watched
Okay.
the first 2 and never finished the trilogy.
Kai,
The
what?
third one's the best one.
All right. Well,
Kai, will you watch it with us?
yeah, you need to watch it now.
Sure, I would love to. I'm actually reading the second book, so I'm in the middle of the Two Towers part of it. So
Of course. Of course.
I was going to try to finish the books and then watch the movies.
All right.
All right.
Well, you have a week or
All
so.
the way.
So,
Well, I guess
I'll
ultimately,
really get on that.
it's
yeah.
really ultimately whenever you listen to the episode. But
well, I guess that's true as well.
That's true. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll just postpone listening to that episode until I finish.
I was hoping
All right.
you wouldn't get that out of
All
this.
right.
but-
Well, thank you, Kai, for like I said, you've now ruined everything. We appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
You have a good rest of your night.
All right, yeah, for sure.
All right. Goodbye, friend.
brother.
What a fella. It happened.
So we don't have to rent this one.
That's true. I
We
didn't
both
think
own them.
about
I
but
own
you
2
own them
copies
in
of it.
4K.
I have the DVD and the 4K
Okay.
and the
I
Blu-ray.
think I have a couple copies.
Okay, I have those steel books, but those are just Blu-rays. Did I show you those, by the way?
I think so.
They're very pretty.
Have
but
I shown you the one that I got? I
No,
didn't show you what I
didn't.
got.
We'll do that immediately after this.
Yes,
Because you got like a collector's edition.
I
right?
got the collector's
Oh,
edition.
Yeah, we're watching Ryan's copies. We can just watch on the
Yeah,
PS5.
you guys can go do that.
We can
when
even
I
just
go
watch
hang
the
out with
digital.
Becky.
She doesn't love you anymore.
Well, just as soon as you kiss her, it's all. What was that quote? That was a good quote.
That
ever,
was.
Ever since I kissed Becky, it's just been awful.
There's like my life was ruined
Yeah.
as soon as I kissed
As soon
Becky.
as I kissed Becky, oh, man, I've been there.
So movie number 17 is
Here you go.
movie number 7,
Take that.
Return of the King.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you may or may not know, we are indebted to the caller, and that means whatever order that comes in, that's the one we watch. Now,
That's right. I mean, let me say
I want
this.
you to
This is
know,
a frustrating thing.
I was-
If we get The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises, Batman Begins is not on this list. So,
that's a true.
like
true.
Jacob says, you got to
We
play
have
it
to
as
wa-
it lies.
That's exactly right. Now, I know what you're saying or thinking right now. That's crazy. How could we start in part 3 of the Lord of the Rings trilogy? Listener, I want you to know, I agree with you, but I was outvoted. So,
No, you were the one that made the rule.
all right, that's enough. That's it.
It's just a movie reference.
If it weren't for the fact I
Um,
won't have time next week, I would push to watch all 3.
Yeah, that's no.
I
we'll-
also
we'll
just
let them-
watched all 3 like 2
they,
months ago.
They are all so good in their own right. It's not. This is fine. I mean, it's honestly just kind of like taking the Marvel movies out of
It'll
order.
be
It's
easier to
just-
talk about the movies by watching them out of order,
Yeah.
probably.
Hey,
that's true.
can I do something real quick?
Yeah, we got
Can
time.
you hand me the computer? You just gotta trust me.
You're making another phone call.
Just trust me. Just be normal.
Why did you hand it back to me if you were going to make another
Well,
We
call?
just thought of this. That's why.
Something just happened. Something just occurred.
The ring's not that loud this time.
No, I fixed that. Sorry.
I find it was hilarious.
Now, be normal.
Hello?
Kai, welcome to Three Dudes in a Movie podcast. You are here joined with me and Marty and Ryan. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I didn't.
Kai,
Expect
it's so
the
good
call.
to hear your voice, man.
Oh, it's good to hear you guys.
Now, I was told that there might have been a joke or something funny that would happen if I called you back. What we got?
Yeah. It's really not funny. I told my wife after y'all called, I said I should have answered and said hello, and then when y'all said welcome, I should have just said like who's this or something.
Oh man. Well, you're
But you introduced yourself when I answered. So
yeah, because I'm
really
so
not
nice.
He literally tried to set us up this time.
He's like what's up, dog? Or he's like, smells like up, dog.
Yeah.
What's up, dog? Yes. He's like, oh no. That's
right.
funny. Yeah.
Finally.
He said, "Welcome to Three Dudes in a Movie," and I was like, "Yep, there goes everything." I
Oh
planned
man,
for."
that's a bummer. I'm sorry. Well, never mind.
Okay.
That was gonna be good. That was gonna be funny. But
I promise that
yeah, I
it
appreciate
created
that.
something pretty funny.
you did
Yeah,
make
well.
something. You made some good content for us, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Talk to you
Good
later.
luck with the podcast. I appreciate y'all giving me a call and letting me pick one.
Dude,
All right.
we're thankful for you. And as we always say to our callers every time we sign off,
This is the last time.
go forth and do
Prosper.
well.
Do well.
We say that every
Okay.
time.
All right.
You'd know that if you listen,
Later.
right, guys? Kai listens. Bye, Kai. Sorry,
I swear I thought there was more there. He goes, can you call me back? I have something funny. And then as soon as I typed in, he said, JK, never mind. I didn't think you were going to take me up on that.
you spooked him into it.
I really
Good moment.
thought.
I thought you were gonna have us pretend that we had been body snatched.
That's what I was going to do.
Yeah. Well,
I was
that's why
gonna be
went,
like,
Kai, it's so good to hear your voice.
yeah. And then people would listen and be like, they already did this. And it's like, well, no, you've been body snatched.
My body is not mine. Well, I guess it is. The mind is different. I don't. Guys, watch the movie.
body's a
it's
temple.
it's 3 minutes long. It's so short. Just watch it.
Do you think they would be like, do you think Jacob's body's been snatched? And then they go, I don't know, man. He looks pretty cut right now. Is that normal? I can't tell. And it's not that I would be happy that now like the new me is more cut. It's I would be happier that people really wondered and they thought for a second, well, the old Jacob was a little cut.
That's true.
You do
That's
look
true.
like Luke and Han from Hoth right now.
That's true.
That's true.
Can
I
you
am
do-
bundled up.
Can you do me a favor and get inside of that?
That,
What are they called? Yampas.
Tauntaun.
Tauntaun. Yeah.
Yeah.
At
Yampas.
first, he said Luke and Han. I thought you meant like mixed together, like they made a baby.
No.
I was like, what?
That's funny.
I'm very snug right now.
I'm so glad.
Yeah. I saw it was below 40 degrees today, so I threw on my
Dude.
jacket, and I'm not taking it off since.
It was cold.
I put a
at work
sweatshirt on.
today.
Mm.
I'm gonna pack a sweatshirt tomorrow. It's not gonna be as cold, but just in case.
I thought about just wearing a t-shirt.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of people that.
And
thought
then it
that
started
outside.
snowing.
Yeah, they were walking around outside, and they looked pretty cold.
I just have to make sure I keep in uniform while I'm delivering that chicken.
Yeah, for real.
Put it on the outside of your sweatshirt.
I will, and I got a jacket, so they wouldn't even know I'm wearing a sweatshirt. They'll
That's
just
a
see
good
my,
look.
my polo and my jacket.
That's a good look. Well, guys, so we're watching Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Gosh, I'm looking forward to it.
One of the best movies of all time.
It is number 7
really
apparently,
is.
and if you said it was higher, I wouldn't argue with you honestly.
I will be looking for looking for things to critique.
Is-
That's
Ah,
fine. We're gonna watch
this
the
is-
extended edition, so that gives you some extra things to critique.
Oh yeah, extended edition.
Well, we could because we're not watching them close to each other. Unless we're so
Oh,
lucky that
yeah.
someone next week calls that
Wait,
we
are
call.
are you even thinking about not watching the extended? I've never seen the theatrical. I don't ever want to.
Well, it's better. So
No, it's not.
It's not.
you've not seen it. How do you know?
I've heard people talk about it.
All right. Well, it's better.
Wow, I'm torn. I'm gonna have to.
Are we gonna have to watch both of them now?
No,
No.
we do not have
No.
to watch both of them.
Gosh, I
gonna
don't
watch
have.
it. 4K
that
for
would
the
be
first
that would
time,
be a
though.
point where I'd say I wish I had a body snatcher to multiply. Just, you're gonna watch this.
I don't have anything else to add.
Well, guys, Invasion of the Body
Well, yeah, we can do a short episode for a short movie.
short
We've
episode,
done
40,
two very long
40
ones.
minutes.
That's true. Do we have anything else we want to look forward to?
No, I don't want to look forward to anything else.
That's right. Not even Becky.
No, especially not Becky.
Oh, my life was ruined as soon as I kissed her.
I.e. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, big movies coming out this year. We'll be kicking off.
I'm gonna
February.
I'm gonna try to get us to Puss in Boots. I
Yep.
really am.
When's the last weekend you reckon?
We probably got 2 more weeks.
All right,
I just think we'd love it.
I think so too. Haven't seen the first one. Can't imagine.
We could see the
I need
LeBron
to.
James house party movie.
Dude, the more I see of that, the more I don't want to. I'm like, and you know what? It's not bad. I'm sure it's fine.
You're right, but it's
Just
the
not
trailer's half the jokes.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not my kind of.
The
trailers are half the jokes. You're right.
I'll probably go see it with a dear friend of ours.
Good idea.
Yep.
All
Ryan,
right.
anything to add?
Lord of the Rings is the best movie of all time.
Look, I'm not going to argue with you. I don't hold that opinion.
Hey,
but
go
I'm
out
not
there,
gonna
go
argue.
get your body snatched. We'll be talking to
It's
you.
an invasion.
and Don't. This is why you don't have a green thumb. Don't be looking out for
That's
the
right.
plants. They'll be looking out for
Do
themselves.
you guys remember Monsters vs. Aliens?
Yeah.
The DreamWorks movie?
Yeah, vaguely.
I remember the scene where like one of the main characters, or I think it's the dude. They're at the wedding, and right before she gets all big, it's his aunt, and she's trying to open the door because she's getting all huge and everyone's getting scared. She's got those little thumbs. Remember, she's trying to open the door. She goes, "Thumbs, thumbs."
I don't remember.
I'm
that.
sorry.
not gonna lie.
I just
That's what that reminded you.
can we end on that?
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
right, bye,
Have a
guys.
good night.
Yep, I'm leaving.
Talk to you later.
Yep.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Three Dudes in a Movie podcast. We appreciate you. Feel free to follow us on Instagram, and be sure to give us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. Have a great day, and remember, movies are good. All right, bye.